yeah, welcome back to the letters. Why don't we just hang it over my ear and have it dangling right here by my feet?
That's cool. We got it. Next season. That looks great.
Editor's choice? Editor's choice. Editor's choice. So, Buddy and Rick, the guys at Six Stairs, have to comb over hours and hours of lost and found gems to bring you these clips of all this old shit. Look, I told the story before, we saw a clip. Stone Mountain, Georgia contest. Mark Gator Rogowski drops in and does an invert varial, installs the thing for way too long, and then I'm not gonna do a love letter to Gator because Gator sucks, but he was a hell of a skateboarder, and I just want to show you that invert varial clip. And we come across these clips all the time, man. Neil Martin Blender, GNS video, 84. He drops in, he does an aerial axle stall, ode to Dave Andrecht, pogo, backside layback, pivot, invert fakie. Neil didn't do invert fakies. He maybe did them for like a month, a week, something like that. But he launches this beautiful invert to fakie. And I want to show you that. So the only way we could do that was come up with the editor's choice. Like whatever, skating's not about what you're doing, it's about how you do it, you know? So like it's all about, you try something a million times to get that one that just feels perfect. And there are clips out there that show these ones. We just want to bring you the one, man. It's all about the one.
Scott Foss's indie ad, Backs at Air, Winchester. This was one of the greatest ads ever. David Z's indie ad in the original Thrasher, No Limits, jumping off the freeway. How fucking insane is that? Where is he going? What's he doing? I want to be David Z now. He's jumping off a freeway. Anything Bowman is epic. I don't know, there's some epic shit of Hosoi.
Now let's check out a hot new promo video from Christian Hosoi's new company, Tough Skates.
Beauty is beauty, you know? How many times can you look at the Mona Lisa? Or whatever. Gator had the first photo of the Lean Fast Plant in Thrasher, riding a GNS side cut with his wheels turned inside out, GNS 50/50s, gull wings, and he's doing a lean plant.
Grisham's fucking fakey body fucking slap.
You know, so some of this stuff, you may have seen it before, I don't know. We haven't actually edited the thing together yet. You might see it again. And if you're seeing it again, tough. I'm not a video guy. I've never, that's what's funny about your question. It's funny. They interview me and I don't know anything. I've never watched skateboard videos. It's never been my trip. I'm more of a photo guy. I like photos. I like captured moments. I don't want to know all the stuff it took to get this one moment. But I'm old. I come from like Skateboarder magazine. Like I thought the videos kind of took away from it. Like you're supposed to see the photo and be like, I love that guy. And then when you go and you see him live, if you're lucky enough to see him live, then your mind's really blown because you get to see how he does all this stuff. And then who else? What else? What are we doing? What? Might have to show you some Jason Jesse, even though he called me fat. Tried to sell my soul to the devil to do an invert to fakie like him. That's how I know there's no devil. Because I can't do invert to fakies. And if there was one, I'd have a really good invert to fakie now, wouldn't I? You probably need to see The Rock, Tom Boyle. You need to see some Mike Frazier because The dude took it, made it his own, and handled some business. Big time. You might see some Max Schaff. Maybe some Max Schaff ramp footage. Maybe a little Gons. You never know. We might show you some fucking Mark Gonzalez skating vert, because that's brilliant.
You're gonna see probably a cab doing a frontside invert, maybe a caballerial. Supposedly some Bailey Super Alpha. See it? Lee Ralph Super 8? I can't even say it.
It's about Blender's pivot. Nobody does pivots like Neil. No one. No one ever is going to. You're gonna think you do. You don't.
Probably have to show McGill's first 5 at Del Mar. That's just dumb. Change the face of stuff.
You know who I like a lot? Sammy Baca. You know, everyone thinks the sad plan is in your front leg. Sad plan's got nothing to do with your front leg. It's all in the back toe. You know, it's how you roll your back toe.
You might see some Schroeder footage, you don't know.
Yeah, GT's frontside ollies are fucking brilliant. He has a mean alley-oop too. I really like his alley-oops. Tim Upson back in the day before he decided to fish, whatever the hell he does. The same with Gino, when Gino rode for Black Label, Iannucci. Shit, the kid back 180'd the Gons Gap. Like that was a big deal back then.
Ross Goodman from Troops of Tomorrow. We're gonna rehash that because if you don't know, Ross Goodman was Godhead. You might even see Kiwi Gifford. You might see David Z doing a air to tail at Upland. We showed you that before in the Upland one, but you're gonna have to see it again because that is the genesis of the body jar. You're probably gonna see a Lincoln Ueda body jar. Can't have an editor's choice without a little Phillips. Little bone grec action coming from Gibson, maybe a 6-foot high pogo out of Craig Johnson. You don't know, depends on what we can find.
Fucking awesome, isn't it? Badass stuff. Go skateboarding. Turn it off and go skateboarding. I'm your host, Jeff Grosso. This has been Loveletters.
Grisham was the first one to do egg flips. Well, he wasn't the first one, Gregor Rankin was, but finding footage of Gregor Rankin is kind of like looking for the Yeti. You might get lucky, you probably won't.
The reason you're seeing it again is because you're supposed to. You need to know. I don't know why you need to know, but I think you need to know.